Hi, this is Paul with Forex Smart Trade, and I'm here to show you the thick orange line trade. So let's get to it. Here we've got our what I call our composite chart. That's got 6 charts on it: Euro dollar, pound dollar, Australian US dollar, dollar Swiss franc, dollar yen, dollar Canadian dollar, and they're all on a 60-minute time frame. Would prefer to use this chart because it allows us to take a look at 6 different currency pairs real quick and see if we have the signal for the thick orange line trade. Now, just a quick refresher, the chart has 3 parts to it. This bottom part is the pressure. This middle part is the majors and minors, with the red and green being the majors, black and gray being the minors. Majors, again, are institutional investors, guys with big monies. Black and gray are everybody else like us. The red line is the oversold line. Blue line is overbought line. Basically, when a lot of buying has gone on, the market becomes overbought. When the lines are up here, that's the beginning of a sell opportunity. Likewise, when a lot of selling has gone on and the lines are down below the red line, that's the beginning of a buying opportunity. You can almost think about it as a used car lot. Dealer has 10 cars on his lot. He sold 8 of them. He still has 2 cars to sell, so he could sell a little bit more. But basically, if he wants to keep doing business, he needs to start buying cars. So when the lines are down here, buying needs to happen. When the lines are up here, selling needs to happen. Now we're going to go into more detail on what the exact signal is for that on another session. Right now we're going to focus on the thick orange line trade. And then up here are the TNTs, and there are 4 indicators up here: 2 orange lines, a thick orange line and a thin orange line, and 2 blue lines, thick blue and dotted blue. What you need to remember at this stage is the thick orange is kind of the fastest of the 4 indicators. Each of these lines operate at a different speed, and that when the oranges are pointing down, that is a down signal. The blue lines are inversely related. When they are pointing up, that is a down signal. So in this case, on the euro dollar, we've got 2 down signals. Dotted blue is going up, that's a down signal. Thick blue is going down, that's an up signal. So we got 3 out of 4 telling us down here. Now for the thick orange line trade, I am only concerned with the thick orange line, and specifically the number over here to the left that's associated with it. And what this number is giving us is the scale of the thick orange line. And that scale goes from 0 when it is as high as it can go. So when we get to 0 on that line, we are saying that we don't believe there's any more up movement in the market, to minus 100 when it's as low as it can go. And right now we don't have any of the we don't have any showing at minus 100. But when it's at minus 100, the line is as low as it can go. And based on the scale we've given it, that is telling us we don't think there's much more down movement in the market. Now, so minus 100 is a buy signal, 0 is a sell signal. But to be a good trader, one of the keys to it is having consistency and having high accuracy. You want to be able to win 8 or 9 out of 10 of your trades. So we don't like to rely on just one signal to take a trade. So when I see oops, let's go back here. We jumped a little bit. When I see a 0 here, I want to go down and take a look at my majors and minors, and I want confirmation that the market is about as high as it can go right now. So I'm going to look to see if all 4 of my lines on the majors and minors are touching or above the blue. If they are, and I've got a 0 here, I'm going to take a sell trade. Now we're going to always take this trade at the top of the hour. So I like to do it with about 5 minutes remaining in the hour. Right now we've gone back in time, and we know we're back in time because I've got a little red box here. When we're live, this is green. But right before the top of the hour, I look, I see if my signals are there, and if I am, I go ahead and take the trade. So what you can do is you can put a little alarm on your phone 10 minutes before the hour, do a quick scan across the chart, see if you see the signal, and take the trade. So I'm looking for a 0 or minus 100, and it doesn't have to be exact. It can be within 10 points of either end. So I can go from 0 to minus 10 or minus 90 to minus 100. Now, normally when I would see this trade, I would open up my MetaTrader 4 CoinEx and then click buy or sell. And we have back tested this trade, so we know that it's good for 5 pips all day long. And this trade is over 90% accurate. So let's go and just see if it works. I'm going to back test it to show you that it works. And ideally, what I'd like you to do is after you've watched this video, go just pick a random spot on the green charts and see if you can do what I just did. So to test it, I am going to, well, here I've got the signal. So 0, all 4 lines above. I am going to mark it. I want to mark my current candle. So I'm going to use my horizontal tool, line tool. I would normally expect this trade to close the next hour. I'm going to mark the current price on a green candle. It is the top of the candle. And as I said, we know this trade is good for 5 pips. If you want to be conservative and increase your percentage, you could do 3 pips. I'm happy enough with the 9 out of 10 with 5 pips. So to take 5 pips, a pip is the second column over from the far right. So it's this 7 here. So if I take 5 away from 7, I'm going to go to 0.2472. And I'm going to put a 0.247772. So that's 5 pips. So I'm going from 1.2477 to 1.2472. 5 pips. So all I need is any part of the next candle to go through that. It can be the base of the candle, or the wide part of the candle, or the wick of the candle. Either part goes through, my trade closes. I'm not going to bother marking the stop loss on here because we're just trying to see that this trade works right now. But I'll keep an eye on it. If it goes out of the way, we'll measure it. So here's one signal. Now sometimes in a given hour, I can get more than one trade. So minus 11, that's not within 10 points of 0. Minus 29 isn't 0 or 100. Minus 66, no. Minus 10 is close, so close to, it's just a hair bit off of minus 10. But if I look down to my majors and minors, I don't have them touching or above the blue. So I've got condition A, but I don't have condition B, so I'm going to pass. And then minus 51 isn't there. So let's go forward an hour and see what happens. All right, so on our pound dollar, candle ended up closing up, but during the course of the hour, the wick came down, crossed the pink line, and would have closed us out. So we're 1 for 1. I'm going to go ahead and erase this guy. To erase all the lines, I highlight the chart. I click EAL, which is erase all lines, and click erase. Let's see if we got any more signals. Minus 12, nope, that's not within 10. Minus 16 isn't within 10 of 0 or 100. 56, no. 25, no. 0, yes. 0 is 0, and gee, I got all 4 lines touching or above the blue. So let's go ahead and take a trade here. We're 1 for 1 so far. So we mark the candle. We mark the current price on a green candle. It's the top. You'll notice on anything with a yen in it, instead of having 5 spots after the decimal, there's only 3. So the second from the right is this middle guy. And now I'm going to take 5. So I'm at 0.233. I'm going to go to 0.2 or 0.18. 18 gets me 5 pips from 23. Oh no, 20, yeah, 18. Oh, let's come down here, find 18. 18, 3, there we go. So 0.233, we're going to 0.183. 5 pips. Minus 11, close, but again, I'm going to just follow the rules and keep it and not to take the trade, and actually just sneaking down a peak here. We don't have all 4 lines above. So let's go forward an hour and see what happens. To go forward an hour, I'm going to go down here and click the forward arrow key. I click it, and the candle went through, so we closed. So we're 2 for 2. So let's go ahead and erase, and let's see if we have any more. Let's see if we can go 5 for 5. All right, this hour on Euro USD, we were close last hour. It was like minus 12. Now we're almost minus 0. So I'm going to go ahead and take this trade right now on the Euro USD. Euro USD is my favorite pair. I do probably 80% of my trades with Euro USD. So we're at 1060, so I'm going to go to 1055. 1053, 55. Oh, that's close enough. Minus 44 isn't 0 or minus 100 or within 10. Minus 66, no. Minus 29, no. Minus 38, no. 0 on US Canadian, yes. All 4 lines above, yes. Let's go ahead and mark it up. Take my vertical line, mark it. I'm going to take my horizontal line tool, mark the current price. 0.3283. So if I'm going to take 5 away from this 3, I'm going to go to 7.8. So 237. That's close enough. All right, so we have 2 trades this hour, and we're 2 for 2. So let's go forward 1 more hour and see where we get. So I'm just going to click. I can click any of these because I've got all the charts linked. All right, our Euro USD didn't hit, so we're going to wait another hour on them. Our USD Canadian hit the line, so we're 3 for 3 with 1 open trade. I'm going to go ahead and erase this guy. EAL. Oops, clicked on the wrong chart. EAL. Yes. Let's see if we've got a trade this hour. Ah, what do we see? 0. And all 4 lines above. I'm going to take a second trade, so I'm going to have 2 trades running on the Euro USD. Oops. Come on. 5. 1063, so I'm going to go to 1058. 1058, 5. And actually I screwed this guy up, so I'm going to just fix him because he moved a little bit. So 1067, so I'm going to go to 1055. 1055. All right, minus 68, no. Minus 41, no. Minus 68, no. And I'm saying no because I'm not at 0 or minus 100 or within 10 points of either. Minus 88 is close, but no cigar. Minus 17, no. So let's move forward. All right, we picked up both these trades here. So we are 4 for 4. Let's see if we can find one more and go 5 for 5. This trade is good for over 90% of the time. Minus 50, no. Minus 90 is a yes, but all my lines are up above the blue. I want them down, touching, or my majors are up, touching the blue. I want them down here. Minus 34, no. Minus 47, no. Minus 60, minus 35. So nothing this hour. Let's move forward. Minus 100 on Euro USD. All 4 lines touching or below. Let's go ahead and take a buy. Market on a red candle. The current price is the bottom of the candle. And 1030, we're going to go to 1035. Oh, come on. There we go. Minus 100, but I don't have all the lines touching. Minus 11 is close, but I'm going to pass. So let's see if we can get this next guy, and we'll have gone 5 for 5. And we did. So the wick went through the line, so we're 5 for 5. So in the handout that you received, you've got these instructions. Very simple. I'm looking for 0 or minus 100 on the on the thick orange line scale, or within 10 points of either. And if I have that, if I've got 0, I'm going to look to see that the majors and minors are overbought. If I've got minus 100, I'm going to see if the majors and minors are oversold. If I do, I'm going to take the trade, take it at the top of the hour. I like to take it at 5 minutes before the top of the hour, and then sit and wait. And with that, we're going to put a 20 pip stop loss on it. We're going to go right now for 4 times what we're going for in profit. As we get more advanced, we will go into some more precise techniques to figure out a stop loss. But for right now, we're going to go 4 times what we have. And I will see you on the next lesson. Any questions, give me a call. All right.